If you're a DBZ fan like me, you know that during a big battle, one of the fighters will stop and take a second to build up his energy before letting loose with a super move of ultimate awesomeness. And that's what Destiny is. Rwby is taking a breath and building up to something big. The episode begins with General Ironwood telling Yang that she's been disqualified. Then later, while she's sulking it off, Uncle Crow drops by to visit his niece and tell her that he may have an idea where she can find her mom. Well, meanwhile, over on Team Juniper, Pyrrha is conflicted about having someone else's soul pumped into her body. And things get a little out of hand when she goes all Magneto on Jean out of frustration.
Don't worry, kid. It means she likes you.
Then later that day, Rwby puts the pieces of Cindy's plan together, after Velvet mentions that Coco also was seeing things that weren't there, and then glimpsing Emerald at the stadium. But unfortunately, Little Red Riding Hood is facing down the big bad wolf without her mecha scythe. Okay, things are looking bad for our heroes. Let's start with Yang. The happy-go-lucky blonde bombshell is down in the dumps. And you know, I think this quest to find Mommy Dearest is just what she needs to get back her confidence and the answers that she's been looking for. Also, I very much appreciated the clarification of the Rwby family relationship chart. Okay, now for Pyrrha. As the metaphorical backbone of her team, and a grade A pillar of strength, seeing just how troubled she is and what Johnny Boy does to try and help is great character development. Alright, now let's look at the plot. I've got some questions. First off, that little post-credit scene from the end of Season 2 where Yang met Raven, did that actually happen, or was that just a dream? Next, this episode raises some questions about semblances and how they work. Namely, is it possible to prove Yang's story, for lack of a better word, scientifically? Because I would figure if anyone could tell if someone was messing with Yang's head, it would be the Atlas military.
They do spend an awful lot on aura research and dust weaponry.
Also, why is the General personally informing Yang about her disqualification? That seems a little below his position. And what was Rwby planning when she ran into that maintenance corridor? And why was Mercury there? Did Emerald send him to intercept Rwby? Or is that where he's hiding out? Cause it would be weird if he was still hanging at the stadium. Finally, let's talk comedy. Nora and Ren are the comic relief this time around, and they're funny, don't get me wrong. They're as classic a comedy duo as the show has. But they're not quite in tone with the rest of the episode, now are they? Alright, now it's time to break down the good and the bad in Rwby Destiny. On the good side, the episode does a great job setting up terrible events to come. And we get some nice character development for both Yang and Pyrrha. But on the downside, I have a lot of unanswered questions about both the events of this episode, a previous episode, and some of the fundamentals of the world. There are also some tonally inconsistent moments, and there's no way around it, it's a setup episode. So I give Rwby Destiny a 3.5 out of 5. Now, if you're interested in more reviews of anime, movies, TV shows, comic books, or video games, check out my channel on YouTube at StupidPrivate913, or find my Facebook and Deviantart pages for video updates and more. Thank you for watching.
Hey kids, today's show is brought to you by the letter 4 and the number potato! I'm a stupid private.